Did God give us a specific religion we ought to follow? Did God actually give us a religion we all ought to follow? Well, I have seen several videos and I've heard so many things from people, but I would say, would God actually send everybody to hellfire because they did not follow a certain religion? I'm really concerned about all these arguments and the challenges that we have on our social media space, because I don't understand, why would you believe that God is a callous spirit that would send every of his creatures to hellfire? It's really surprising, because he didn't give us a certain religion, and more so, religion will not take us to heaven. It is not by religion that we get to heaven. It is by what we do. It is by our actions. It is not by religion. Religion will not take us to heaven. Those things that are mentioned in our religion, in the instructions of the Lord of God, to every belief or every faith on earth, there is no certain thing that God says, if you don't do this religion, you will go to hellfire. No, God is not like that. He didn't give us a religion that we must follow. Everybody, we are just doing our own because of what our belief, because of the things we have learned in the belief we were born into, or we accepted in our journey. So whoever is telling you or is emphasizing on, if you don't do this religion, you go to hellfire, no, that is not it. The things that are seen, that are being told to us that these things are evil, those are the things we should abstain from, and abstaining from those things will be the thing that will lead us to heaven. Yes, I'm a Christian, and we all know that Jesus said he is the way, the truth, and the life. No one can come to the Father except through me. Yes, of course, that is my belief. That is what I believe in. So I need to follow that belief. Whoever is in this belief also will know, and we also follow that belief. That does not mean I should condemn other people's religion because they don't believe in what I believe. No, it shouldn't be. How would a religion be saying other religions are evil, or they will go to hellfire because people are not following? No, you just introduce your religion to them. You tell them you just introduce. That is gospel. You introduce the gospel. You introduce your religion to them. It depends on the person to accept. If the person doesn't accept, you are not the one to judge. It is not by religion that we get to heaven. It is by what we do. Not going against God, not going against humanity. Loving God and loving your neighbor. That is the only thing that takes us to heaven, not religion. At 4, there was no religion. Before this whole religion stuff came in, there was no religion. We were just doing our own. Everybody was just doing their own. So if your religion says this and this you should do, that you get to heaven, do it, follow it. If other religions are saying these are what we should do and go to heaven, follow it. It is very barbaric to say that because I am not a Christian, I will go to heaven. I will go to hellfire. Because I am not a Muslim, I will go to hellfire. God did not give us a specific religion. Most of us, we have been brainwashed in many aspects. We have been brainwashed. We only have that religion because we want to be together, to worship one God, and to learn from those instructions He had given unto us. I don't know. Then I see challenge that people just say, people go for challenge and try to explain. Explain what? You want to explain the mystery. How can you explain the mystery? These things are mystery. You cannot explain it. You cannot explain. It is mystery. You will keep on saying and saying. You keep on shooting yourself. You keep on shooting yourself when you try to defend. You defend what you know. You don't oppose other people's religion. It is not normal. It is not normal. You can only defend your own faith. You can defend your own faith, and that's all. That's all. We don't get to heaven by religion. We get to heaven by what we do. And that is it. God did not give us a certain religion. If he wanted us to worship a, he would have said it. He wouldn't have given us the brain. He wouldn't have given human being the brain to do many things, to have several religions. There are several millions of religions on earth. So you are telling me that if I don't do one, if I do one, the rest will go to hellfire? No, how will God do that? That's not God. That is not God. Human being wouldn't think that way. So God will never think that way, that because of one religion, because you do not follow a certain religion, every other person is going to hellfire. No. So let's be mindful. It's only a fool that argues religion. Let's be mindful of what we say, how we defend our faith. You get me? Thank you.